Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. In this video, we're going to be discussing should I color my hair, and I have a beautiful juice recipe I'm really excited about. And so what we have is a bunch of handfuls of spinach, about 5 pieces of celery, 1 whole lemon, 1 beet, and some ginger. Now guys, you can just play around with these recipes with whatever ingredients that you have. You don't always have to, go by recipes verbatim. You can kind of do them however you need to. A lot of it has to do with but a lot of it depends on what's going on in your season and so forth. Money is an issue. I mean, like, you don't want to be juicing like really expensive stuff that costs too much. Out there in Florida, my dad said one cucumber cost $3. That's like a lot of money for a cucumber. So thank goodness I don't have to pay those type of prices. So today's topic is, should I color my hair? Guys, my hair is a rat's nest. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's naturally curly, and the humidity makes it just go crazy. It doesn't matter what I do to it, how much I flat iron it, so really that's why I just pull it back, because it's just so much easier to deal with. I can't stand it in my eyes. I can't stand it in my face. Like, I can't stand it like touching my face. It really gets on my nerves. So like, I hate it, like little wisp of it. It seems like it always gets in my eyes, because that's just what naturally curly hair does. It really drives you crazy. And only people with naturally curly hair get it. Like, it is crazy. But that being said, my daughter, like, you can't really see how much gray hair I have, but I have a lot. And when I wear it down and I part it in the middle, like, it literally looks like a skunk right here. Like, seriously, I have a lot of gray hair. So, the reason that I originally quit coloring my hair, I was using the henna product, but it just got so nerve-wracking. When my gray would come out, I was just like, nobody even noticed it, but I was just like, I noticed it. And to be honest with you, I wanted to see if I could reverse my gray hair. And I thought, well, I can't really tell if I'm reversing it if I'm putting color on it. So instead of like going from the outside in, like coloring my fingernails, painting my fingernails and stuff like that, I'm trying to more clean and detox the inside of my body. Because for years I focused on the outside appearance, and my nature is the type of person, I get so caught up in everything that if I'm like really focused on my outer appearance, I'm not worried about so much as what I'm eating and stuff like that. And it's hard to tell what's really going on until you get sick. But if you're constantly covering yourself up and so forth, it can almost become like a facade for what's really going on underneath. And some people, it's not like that for them, and I totally get it. But after I had my bicycle wreck, that was the icing on the cake for me. You know, it really was, because back in school, when I was in high school, which I'm 48 now, I'm going to be 48 this month, and why is that brown? Oh, sorry. It was just coming out a little bit of brown juice, and it's where I mixed the carrot and the spinach and the beet together. No big deal. Kind of made brown. But back in high school, like, I was one of those people that didn't, like, really, I mean, I cared how I looked and everything, but I was kind of like a little hippie girl, and I didn't wear makeup, and, like, I wasn't like the other girls, some of the other girls, like, there was my group of people, and then there were the other group of people that bleached their hair and did all the hairspray and stuff. I didn't do that in high school. I did it after I had kids. So after I had my kids and I got married, we got to be really good friends with this hairstylist that we knew, and she worked out trade with my husband to give me like free hair. She would do my hair for free. So I started, like, I was like a kid in a candy store. So I literally, like, first I did my hair brown and cut it really short, and then I, like, grew it long and bleached it. I mean, like, I did every color known to mankind and every haircut you can imagine. So, like, I did that for years, and then I just got sick of it. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to put henna on my hair and do it all natural, because the products were really damaging my scalp and damaging my, you know, those chemicals and things. They were making me, my hair thin, and, you know, I could see the results of, you know, the chemicals and everything. So I quit doing that, and then I started doing the henna, and I did the henna for like about, I don't know, 3 years maybe, and it was great because it was so natural and it really looked pretty on my hair. But the only thing is you can only go darker with henna, so you can't lighten your hair up, which was fine for me because darker hair was better than gray hair. But now I'm at the phase where I have not put anything on my hair for, it's been 2 years, and my hair is completely grown out where there's no chemicals on my hair whatsoever. It's the natural color. And my daughter is just like, Mom, you really need to color your hair. You need to put the henna on it. She's just like going on and on and on. She's like, here in 10 years, you're going to wish you had done that while you had the chance, while you were still young. And I'm just like not really wanting to do it. But there is a part of me that's like, well, maybe I would feel better about myself, because I don't really do anything to my hair except pull it back and put it in a ponytail, and that's all that I want to do with the gray. I mean, it's just so gray and gross looking. I mean, guys, it's at that phase. I'm not saying anything bad about people that have gray hair. It's just, it's at that salt and peppery stage where it just looks weird. It looks weird. It looks, but the guy today at the flea market was like, he was like, I love your hair. And I was like, thank you. You know, because he was like, I really like your hair. And I was like, you do? I was like, thank you. Of course, I had it pulled back, and you can't see. Can't see the gray hairs. He's not seeing the gray. Oh, my daughter is seeing it. She's like, Mom. I don't know. So I want to know, like, what do you guys think? And you're going to be like, well, let us see it. Let us see how gray your hair really is. So I don't know. I don't everybody my gray hair. But anyway, it's depressing. Getting old is kind of depressing. I mean, I'm trying not to let it bother me, and I'm trying to heal my body naturally, and I feel like that's going to interfere, like me putting something on my hair and covering up what's really going on. I feel like that's going to interfere with my healing journey. And I don't know, some of you might be like, yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and then some of you are like, no, that won't do that. But I guess it just depends on the individual, because everybody is so different, you know. We're all at a different place on our healing journeys and so forth. So, that being said, you know, I don't know. But what I do want to say is I started eating a lot of fruit, and now I'm like really kind of going in the mineralizing direction. I feel like I kind of was eating too much sugary stuff, like too much fruit, because at night I was kind of like binging on things like dates and coconut butter and stuff like that, and nothing unhealthy as far as like processed. I've been doing really good, but I was just like doing things like, you know, doing too much fruit, I think, and getting things out of balance to where, so I'm not really sure what's going on, but I just feel like I'm really trying to do this Dan McDonald 30-day thing, his protocol, and so I wasn't following that like I should have been. Like I was kind of like deviating away from what he recommends in his 30-day transformation program. So now, like, what I'm going to do is I'm just really going to like adhere to it. But I've got a major issue about wanting to eat at night. I get way too busy in the day, and then I basically starve myself, and then at night I'm like starved, and then like right now, here it is, 12:20, and I'm just now doing my green juice, which that's the first part of what you're supposed to do is your green juice. Or your juice rather, and I've kind of, but like, so what I'm doing today is I'm doing this green juice, and I'm gonna do a fruit, probably do a fruit maybe. No, I'm gonna do the mineralizing. I'm gonna do a soup. I'm gonna start doing these soups. So that's what I've decided I'm gonna start doing, is more of a soup, and I'm going to do a video of some of the soups that I'm making. And guys, really, if you know, if that program that Dan McDonald has is really good. It has got so much information, and it's still $97. And I am not one to promote stuff like that or buy into it. Like, I have watched his videos for years, and I never was gonna buy any stuff. I was just like, I don't know, I'm just weird about stuff like that. Well, I don't really have a lot of money, you know, to just blow on and spend. I have 3 kids, and you know, if I spend money on something, I just try to really bargain shop and save money. I mean, I am just like a kind of like a penny pincher, like in a major way. I mean, it's ridiculous. The way that I am about stuff like that, and that's just the way I am, you know. It's like, for years I was raised by, during the summertime, my mom would send me to stay with my relatives in the summer because she had to work. So it was like in a small town, and my relatives, it was like my great aunt, and so I would go stay with them, and they were like from the Depression. And they had that mentality of, you know, like, I mean, really, they were in the war. They built planes that were, you know, from the war and stuff. So, like, yeah, they were from World War II. Like, seriously, y'all. And they had that mentality, like, they grew up in the Depression. And so, you know, they literally, like, they told me stories of, like, when things got really bad at one point in time where they had to pick apples off their neighbor's tree, you know, and stuff like that. And, like, they had to make biscuits. They had to sell wallpaper out of this little building on the side of the house. It was called The Shop, and they were the wallpaper people. You know, so, like, they had that mentality. Well, I grew up around that, and a lot of that rubbed off on me, you know. My Aunt Frances, she made dresses. She made me a dress, like, out on a sewing machine and stuff. And it looked good. I was like, dang, Aunt Frances, you can really cut a rug. But, yeah, so it's really cool that, you know, they instilled that into me and so forth. Because really, I'm thankful. Because it's really made me a smarter person. And, you know, but, so, you know, guys, tell me your opinion about what you think about the hair. I mean, it's probably not going to make much difference in my decision because it is taking me so long to grow my hair out like this. Like, seriously, it's not like I just want to go ahead and color it after, you know, letting it grow. Because, you know, that process of letting your roots come out and quit coloring your hair is like a big deal, you know. So, but back to what I was saying about the, you know, doing more mineralizing things and laying off the fruit. My sugar has been kind of getting whacked out a little bit. And so, yeah, that's why I'm probably... So let's do a taste test, guys. Let's do a taste test. I'm so tired. I'm so hungry too. I'm starving. So I'm going to try to start eating earlier now and do like Dan McDonald says and like cut my, you know, cut the food out so my food will digest, because that is a big deal. There's a book written on that. It's called The Daylight book, The Daylight Diet, and it's written by oh gosh, what's his name? Well, if you look it up, you'll find it. It's Rod. He's like the Raw Life Health Show. He's got a channel, so you can check out his channel as well. But you know, but Dan McDonald's program, you guys, is amazing. Like, it's worth the investment. It really is, and I cannot say that enough. Like, it has just been so supportive for me to try to heal my body, to help me to be brave on, you know, sticking to this diet and to really be firm and strong, because it makes sense to me. It really does. I mean, when you're detoxing heavy metals, guys, it gets to the deepest interstitial part of the body. And, you know, it's a lifelong process to get rid of the heavy metals, especially the way the heavy metals are being dumped onto us and we're breathing it in and we're constantly being exposed. Where I live, we are constantly being exposed. Let's do a taste test. Let's do a taste test. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for this juice. Thank you so much, God, for everything that you do. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Guys, I just want to say, let's do a taste test. I got a red thumb. That's good, you guys. And my lips are going to be red from the juice. But, you know, back to this, this thing, you know, it's really true. It's super true about, the, living foods, you know, where I live, you know, it's really seems to be the only way, okay? And from the damage that has been done to my body. I'm having problems, you know, digesting meat and stuff like that. It doesn't digest well. And it gets, I mean, guys, the colon, the small intestines, is layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of microvilli, okay? Which is these little fine little hairs that do its thing. You know, it helps absorb nutrients out of the food through these little fine hairs. Well, they're on a microscopic level. First, there's ones you can see, and then they go to ones you can barely see, and then it's to ones you can't see, and then it's to ones that you cannot see unless you're looking under a microscope. Like, it's just insane, guys, okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's folded. Like, the inside tubes, they're like folded upon layer inside the tube. There's a great video on that. I'm going to leave a link down in the description box, because I'm going to do like a video, and I would do it right now, but I'll wait. But it's on the, I'm going to do a video on the pressure points of the small intestines. I did the large intestines, but I'm going to do small intestines. If you've not seen those videos, I'm going to try to go through the whole body on the foot of all the pressure points, because guys, it works. My mom is a reflexologist. She's retired now. She's like in her 70s, and she had an accident, and so she doesn't do that anymore. But she's healed herself with natural living raw foods. I never did tell y'all about that. Like, not only did my mom heal herself of breast cancer with raw living foods and juicing, but when she fell on her sacral bone and cracked it, and she couldn't walk. Like, they were like, you're never going to be able to lift, blah, blah, blah. You're going to always have to walk with a cane, blah, blah, blah. My mom is a fully functioning person now, and she mows her own lawn. Like, and she lifts stuff. Like, she was trying to move her washing machine. I'm like, Mom, you don't need to be doing that. But I'm just telling you, and she healed herself from juices. My mom did that the second time, like 25 years later, okay? Yeah, like later than 25 years later, like 35 years later. So that's a huge testimony. And she did that, you know, with juicing, and everybody was like, oh my goodness, you're really you know, you're gonna blow away your skin and bones. You know, she was just like, she was juicing and eating raw foods, and everybody was like, oh, Linda, but she was determined to heal her body. And she did. She healed it on a massive cellular level. And she is amazing. My mother is truly amazing. I'm so thankful to have a mom like her. It's such a blessing. But yeah, my mom, you know, it's hard when your parents get older and stuff. It's hard to deal with them. It's hard getting older. It really is. I mean, some people struggle. I struggle. I've got issues. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, I just want to bury my head in a bag of Doritos. I'll be the first to admit. You know, I'm sitting here fixing stuff like this for my family, and it's hard not to go down that road. But I can't eat that stuff. It clogs me up. Like, and I make it, I'm sitting there making them hamburgers, tacos, excuse me, the whole 9 yards. You know, excuse me guys, juice makes you burp. It's just part of life, you know. But back to what I was saying, you know, this juice is truly amazing. Like, it is healing my body on a major cellular level. And I just want to say that if you are starting on the juice regimen, congratulations. Some of you have told me that you're doing that, and I'm so excited for you. Like, seriously, like, it is amazing. Like, it truly is. So you know, I'm gonna put a link down in the description box for Dan McDonald's channel. That for his channel, you can go look at it, because you really might be interested in it. I mean, it's so much information, and I love listening to him talk. He's got some really personal videos in there that, I mean, I've just been like, I feel like I'm like in the same room with him. It's amazing. And it's just so, it's really makes you, it's just a heart to heart, you know, to where you're like, yeah, I totally get it. You know, that's me. I feel the same way. And so it's just really good. It's really good. And it's just helping me to get to the next level of healing and to be strong, because I'm not going to lie. It's hard. It's really hard to be strong, especially in the winter months where I live. Right now it's summer. But in the winter time, oh my gosh, when it's Christmas, that is the worst time of the year. I don't know what it is, but it's that materialistic thing. Everybody gets so sucked up into it, and the next thing you know, everybody's giving away all these cookies, homemade cookies they make and everything. And you just, oh my gosh, last year I fell down the rabbit hole of it. And it totally ruined everything that I worked so hard to do. Like, and the thing about it is, guys, when you're healing your body like this and you mess around with stuff like that, it reverses. Like, and it does a lot of damage. It does. I'm just going to be honest with you. I started getting these eye infections, and weird. I was like, what? This is weird. And then Vegetable Police was talking about he was getting these eye infections. And I was just like, what is going on? And he was doing that carnivore diet. So it was just like, there's something weird, because it was kind of viral. And you know, supposedly with the geoengineering, they spray viruses around and stuff. So I don't know, one day it's virus, next day it's barium strontium and mold spores. I mean, who really knows? But yeah, so anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on down the line and finish this juice out here in the country. And I really appreciate you guys for watching my videos. I mean, I hope that this is, you know, I know it's reaching some of you guys, because, you guys said that you were juicing, and I'm just really excited for you. And I know, and you know, just hang in there and remember the green juices are really, really amazing. I was juicing some carrots and stuff, and I think I started juicing too many carrots, and it just didn't do good for my system. I don't know, like, I know carrots will cure cancer and stuff like that, but for some reason it didn't do good for me. I don't know if it's because I was drinking the carrot juice and then eating a lot of fruit and stuff like that, but the green juice, I can't really go wrong with a predominantly green juice for me. But that's just for me, and everybody's different. So you just have to play around and see what works. So I'm going to go ahead and close on this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope that thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to share this video with somebody that you think might be able to use this information, and subscribe if you've not subscribed to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get more videos on content like this if you like this type of content. And I'm going to be uploading some more videos on the pressure points, you know, of the feet, and the next one's going to be the intestines, and then I'm going to do some more. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.